what's up and welcome back to my channel. I am so freaking excited. I know I always say that, but I'm really excited today. Today I'm finally going to be doing my 2015 favorites video. Whoop! I'm so excited to just talk to you guys about the things that I really loved this year, what I used the most. I tried to kind of go into categories and like pick something in each category, and then I was just kind of like, meh. I really just want to grab the stuff that's like in my mind, like fresh in my mind, like, oh, that was a favorite this year, so that it's just like the truest, most accurate favorite. I've been thinking about this for a few days, so I try to think long and hard about the products that I selected to make sure there are things that I actually really love. And I'm excited because some things you might not even see me use a whole lot, because some things have just kind of been in my bag, or it's like my travel makeup, it's like, you know, type situation. Alright, so first, I want to start with the face. Sorry I didn't paint my nails. I have like a pinky with no nail polish on. I feel terrible. I tend to kind of jump around a lot with my skincare and try different things. For a long time I was really hardcore using the Michael Todd. A lot of people ask, I still use the face washes and scrubs and things like that that are just conveniently in my shower, so I'm still using all of those. But I will say, what you guys have seen me use this year and what made a huge difference in my skin, I'm still using it to this moment. You guys can see my acne is not as bad as I mean, I go through phases. You guys know there's like a solid weeks to 2 weeks a month where my hormones are crazy and I have like severe acne. That's just like my life. Sometimes I can't help it, but this stuff, this is the Curology acne treatment. Basically, and this is not an ad by the way, I'm just reiterating to you guys that I love it because I really do love it, and I didn't want people thinking I was only talking about it because I was sponsored, because I've literally gone through 3 bottles since that video, and like you guys have said, my skin looks so great. So I've really still been loving the Curology. Like I said, it's an acne medication and you can sign up online. Oh, and it was also formerly called Pocket Derm. So a lot of you might be familiar with them already. And then I couldn't really think of a moisturizer. I mean, I thought of a moisturizer. I'm obsessed with the Garnier one I'm using right now every day. This one right here, the Clearly Brighter. I really only got a hold of this December-ish, November, December, right after BeautyCon. Garnier sent me a package and this was in it, and I've just been obsessed with it ever since. So I guess I could say this has been my favorite moisturizer. But the other thing for skincare that was kind of like a staple for me this year, actually ever since last year, was it last year when I went to Benefit Weekend, or maybe even the year before that? I don't remember now. But this is the Benefit Cosmetics It's Potent Eye Cream. It is my absolute favorite eye cream in the world. This is fabulous. It has hyaluronic acid in it. It's supposed to hold up to 1,000 times its weight in water, and that just basically holds in a lot of moisture and all that. But I really love it because when I use it for a good 2 to 3 days in a row, I'll notice after those days that, because I've noticed my fine lines like crazy. I'm seriously looking into Botox, you guys. Let me know if any of you have it. Don't think I'm crazy, okay? I hate my freaking eye lines, and you get self-conscious of it when you do tutorials and all these HD pictures now that you have to put up on like Instagram and stuff. I'm like, dang, can someone just zap these little This I love. I swear I noticed a difference after I use it for days. I think my skin's just less dry, so they're not as crepey and liney. It just is really soft and hydrated, which makes it less visible, the lines themselves, you know what I'm saying? Like one of my favorite eye creams in the world. I always recommend it. Next, let's move on to things like primers, foundations, that fun stuff. So 2 primers this year became a holy grail to me. One of them I was slightly already familiar with, but another one I think just was released this year or last year. I don't know with these years. The first one is the Stila One Step Skin Tone Correcting and Brightening Serum. This primer is so amazing. For my ladies with any rosacea, any hyperpigmentation, any sallowness in your skin. What are my hand motions? This stuff is so awesome. I know I've showed you in tutorials before where I'll do like one face, ow, I just like hit myself. I'll do one side of my face with this primer and I'll kind of leave the other one without it for a few seconds, and like by the time I'm done, you see a like 100% difference. It's crazy. I couldn't think of a percentage for a second, so I was like, what percentage? You see such a difference in the side that has the primer on it. It is so smooth and it's brightened, and this is what it looks like, but it just does such a great job. The next one is a more affordable version, which is awesome. It's the Master Prime by Face Studio. This is the Blur and Smooth one. I think it's the like lavender one. I think they also have a peach and a green one, but again, same situation. It just blurs my skin so well. It really minimizes the discoloration because it's kind of like a lavender. No, it's not. And it looks just like a lotion, but it's really great. It's like thicker than a lotion, I feel like. So that's pretty much it for primers and like moisturizers and things like that. I want to roll right into foundations because there's one foundation that took the cake this year. It's the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation. And oh my gosh, you guys, I am so freaking happy I made the jump to this It is so bomb.com, as I know you guys know, everyone talks about it, but if you've not tried this, go to your local Estee Lauder counter and get a sample because it is unbelievable. It is so good. It's worth all the hype. It is the fullest coverage foundation I've ever worn. My shade is 1W2 Sand, and it's just, love it. I love it. I just feel like such a oh my gosh, just like a porcelain goddess in this foundation. I love it, and it stays on all freaking day. I can't say enough about you, Mr. Double Wear. Right now I've been wearing the Dream Velvet by Maybelline, and I was gonna mention this one, but I was like, I think that's not till, I don't think I found that till this year. So now this is not a foundation. I probably should have done this before I did foundations, but this is actually a tinted moisturizer, and I just thought it really deserved some shout out, some credit, because I have loved it this year. I can't believe how much I still have left, considering I know how much I used. This is a Revision Skincare IntelliShade Original Tinted Moisturizer. This stuff is awesome! I got this in a gift bag at a party I went to in New York City for a magazine. It was New Beauty magazine party, and this was in the gift baggies that they were handing out, and it is so crazy. First of all, it's like IntelliShade, so there's only one shade, and it's supposed to match, you know, everybody. Which obviously it can't match everybody. And this is what it looks like here, but it is, I'm like having trouble finding words. It is so full coverage for a tinted moisturizer. And it's not full coverage, but it is so much coverage for a tinted moisturizer. So I just like love it, love it, love it. Oftentimes I use it for a primer because I almost feel like there's a little bit of tackiness to it, or there's a little bit of like just holding power. Do you know what I'm saying? There's something in this that is so neutralizing to the redness on your skin and any little discolorations. Rolling right into concealers. So I have a bunch here that I want to talk about, y'all. Judith August Cosmetics. Love them to death. They're amazing. They make all of these fabulous concealer wheels. This one in particular is my favorite. This is the Orange Masking Cream. Superior coverage for dark circles. But what I love this for, first of all, of course, is dark circles, but any discoloration. You can see you have that super salmony peachy color, and then more of like a custard skin tone, and then you have more of like a pinky beigey. If you're a makeup artist or you're trying to build your kit, it's an amazing concealer wheel because it's so freaking creamy. Like, look at me. I'll put a little finger in so you guys can kind of, I don't know if you guys can kind of tell, but it is so thick and full coverage. And it's just, it's fantastic. They're so creamy. Like, do you see that? Almost on the verge of being like, oh, I don't even know. Just creamy, I guess. It just feels like the best creams you'll ever feel in your life. So I use the orange one or the peach one oftentimes around my mouth where I have those scars, or underneath my eyes. I think they're a little under the radar, but they're a great professional line with really fantastic products. And then kind of off that note of like correcting, this is another concealer that is awesome, does a great job of correcting. It's the One Concealer by Napoleon Cosmetics. Here you go. This is what it looks like, kind of just like that Orange Masking Cream. It's this little pot of a salmon peachy orangey concealer. I'll kind of compare the two because I don't know how different they are. Oh, they're similar. And again, this is just great for underneath the eyes or correcting any dark circles. The last two I have are drugstore. This is the Maybelline, I know you guys probably know I was gonna say this. This is the Maybelline Age Rewind or Instant Age Rewind concealer in the shade Neutralizer. It's the yellowy one. I of course love this for highlighting and brightening my under eye areas. It's awesome. And then the one most recently that I've been obsessed with, actually this was recommended to me by Kristen Dominique when we were at Benefit Weekend in California. She was like, girl, you have to try it. It's the best concealer ever. So I picked it up and I loved it, and I just use it in the shade Fair. It's just a great little liquid concealer with really great coverage. I think a very decent shade range as far as the drugstores go. So next I kind of want to talk about like powders, my favorite powders of the year, powder foundations, things like that. The first one is the Benefit Cosmetics Hello Flawless Foundation Powder. Sorry everything is dirty, legit, you guys. I just pulled this out of my makeup collection or my purse or my makeup bag, and I was just like, let's do it. So nothing's clean. This is in the shade Beige. It gives you the smoothest look. I want to see if I can add a little bit, because it makes your skin look so smooth and has such nice coverage. Oh yeah, it's literally the best powder. I just messed up my lips. I need to get another one of these powders because it is so great, you guys. It just makes your skin look so even. I just love it. I think it's so fantastic. You can get this at Ulta Beauty or Sephora or Benefit Cosmetics website. And I think it normally comes with like a little pad or a little spongy sponge, but I just typically use a brush. But this was my holy grail for a long time. I love it. I think I might go back to that one after I finish this one. which was also my favorite in 2015. This is the Smashbox Photo Filter Foundation Powder. You guys probably know I use this in almost every video. This is in shade number 4. I kind of bounce back between shade number 2 and shade number 4, or I like to mix them together, and this is it here. But this makeup is awesome because you can actually wet it. You can wet your brush, wet your sponge, and use it like a cake or like a pancake makeup, or whatever ladies used to call that, or kind of a convertible foundation. You can turn it into your own little cream typey product. Oh my gosh, all my makeup looks like it's been to like hell and back. I'm sorry, you guys. I also have to give credit to my Lancome Dual Finish in the shade Matte Wheat 2. Little green dot on there from my Ulta days. And as you can see, I use this to the bone. This is another one that you can do wet to dry. So again, I love it for that cleanup purpose. And it just has awesome coverage. It smells like roses, which I think is so pretty. Oh my gosh, I almost left this out. I almost didn't even think about this. The Airspun powder that you guys actually put me on. I was like, you guys, I need a powder for underneath my eyes. And all of you were telling me to get Airspun for forever. So I finally did. This is the original translucent, you guys. It's not the double coverage or the full coverage. People ask me that, and at least mine doesn't say it anywhere. It literally just says original translucent powder. But this has changed the game in me setting my under eye areas and doing the whole baking and highlighting method. If you're not familiar with those terms and you want to know more, I did do a foundation routine video where I kind of talk all about that, so I'll link it down below for you. But I love this to set my under eye concealer. It keeps everything from creasing. I obviously also use it to kind of highlight around my face, and it really brightens me up, and it is just, oh my god. I don't know what life was before this. Like seriously, I do know what life was before this. It was very creasy and terrible underneath my eyes, and I feel like this just like changed the game, so I love it. So fam, there's one particular brand of blushes that I was obsessed with this year. Well, it's not a brand of blushes, but they make blushes. The Urban Decay Afterglow blushes, they are my life. They are my life. When these first came out, I literally bought like 6 or 7 because I was like, these look amazing, and I don't regret it. I use every single one. I love them. I think they're so beautiful. My one complaint, and again, it's not like necessary, and I don't want to even say complaint. The one thing I wish that it did have was a mirror. I just wish every compact had a mirror, because you know you're always picking up something really quickly just to try and like, you know, smudge out your lash real quick or like do your contour really fast, and like nothing ever has a freaking mirror in it. Blushes are great, and I love them because they're really blendable, and they're pigmented, but they're not so crazy pigmented that it's like an overwhelming amount of color that you don't think you can handle, or you can't get back from, or you can't blend out. They're just like perfect to me, so I really recommend you guys check it out. The next favorite, and also just kind of like a go-to for me, that's kind of why it's a favorite, it's the one I always just have sitting on my counter. This is Benefit Cosmetics Rockateur, and it's like one of my faves. It's just a really pretty rose gold blush. It has a nice sheen in it, so you get like a nice reflective glow. It smells so pretty. I love the Benefit blushes for that reason, and again, just cute, simple. Love the little box. I got a lot of the Milani Cosmetics ones this year. Luminoso, obviously amazing. Oh yeah, I really, look at, they normally are domed. Mine's like completely flat, but they're beautiful. And then also you have to mention ColourPop Cosmetics. I love their little cream blushes. It's not even like a cream. I don't even know what it is. This is in the shade Never Been Kissed, which is also one of my favorite movies. This is just a great, really pretty rosy color. It's so easy to use, you guys. You know what else I freaking am gonna love these for? This summer at the beach. Do you know what I'm saying? I feel like this will be the perfect little blush to take with and give yourself just like a little pinch of color in the cheeks. So for contouring products, I have a few things I want to mention, and they're pretty much like the things that everybody uses. So I'm sorry, but they were my favorites this year. I'll first start out with the Anastasia Beverly Hills contour kit, just the original here. I think it's in the light shade. Clearly I loved mine. The only thing I didn't love is this highlighter. It's a little too light on me. It's like, it's really like, I don't know, it's not my favorite. I don't know. It's not my favorite highlighter, but I love, love, love these two shades. I need to buy refills. And this color here, but Fawn is definitely my favorite contouring color of the palette. The middle one, that's probably the one I use the most of. The next one is clearly the Shade and Light Kat Von D palette. Oh my gosh, this changed my life. And this one I much prefer because, like I was saying, it has a mirror. I always want a mirror. I much prefer the Kat Von D one when I think about it. I really like this peachy color to blend out my contour sometimes. Again, love these two for underneath the eyes and highlighting, and their bronzers are really nice. But you know what's funny? I think I prefer the Anastasia contour colors. This is the Too Faced Cosmetics Little Black Book of Bronzers. I love this thing so much. I have the bigger one, but I don't want to open it and use it. I mean, I've used it a little bit, but like I want to keep it nice because I love it so much, because it's a big book of all of the Too Faced bronzers. So it's special to me for some reason. reason. So I got the little black book of bronzers because it has all, I can't hear in one ear. What's going on? And it's a smaller version, and it's just so freaking handy dandy to have all of their bronzers in just this little guy. Are you guys ready to talk about highlighters? Because I totally am. It's another product that I used to love when I was working at Ulta. It's just like, oh my god, I would touch it 1,000 times a day. This is the Laura Geller Gilded Honey Highlighter. Oh my gosh, it's fantastic. This is so freaking gorgeous. First of all, look at this little swirl of highlights. Isn't it amazing? But it's just like gold, 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 gold. This one's actually very similar to that shade of gold, but it's not the same type of highlighter. This is Electric Slide by ColourPop Cosmetics again. I know, I'm sorry, but it's fantastic. It's just another pale gold highlighter, except this one is only $5, which is so banging. The next one that I absolutely love this year, and I'm sure so many of you did as well, was Champagne Pop by Becca Cosmetics and Jaclyn Hill. This was her collaboration highlighter, as I'm sure you're aware. I have a horrible like ding in mine. I'm so sad. But this is so beautiful. I loved it, and you just gotta support any other YouTubers out there like living their dreams, doing something awesome. Like, I'll never hate on anybody for that because it's just so killer. Like, I'm so proud of her. I just think that this is so gorgeous, so I loved it. And then lastly, this is another favorite of mine and a few of yours as well. I know a few of you guys have said that you love it too, but it's another kind of hidden gem that not everyone in the world uses. This is Pure Minerals Afterglow Highlighter, and it's actually what I put on today, but it is the most beautiful, natural, like candlelit glow highlight. If you need like an appropriate wedding highlighter that isn't straight metallic and isn't real crazy and flecks of glitter and things like that, this one is so beautiful because it looks so natural. We're almost all done, you guys. Next for shadows, I have a few to mention. So this is the Anastasia Shadow Couture World Traveler palette, which I know isn't really available anymore. I've seen a few on eBay and such, but Anastasia was definitely my favorite palettes this year. Whether it was the Amrezi one or this one or the Self-Made palette, every single Anastasia palette I feel was like my favorite. I loved them this year. I think she always has a good amount of like crease colors and lid colors, and I mean, I think it's Norvina who's developing them, but she's very talented, and I love their concoctions they kind of come up with for palettes. So I'm always excited for a new Anastasia palette. That like really gets my gears going. The next one, again, I know everyone's gonna say this one, but the Kat Von D Shade Plus Light Eye Palette is just like, it's everything I could want in an eye palette. You've got a huge mirror, not to mention these amazingly large base shades, which nobody ever does, and that's typically what a lot of people use the most of. So I love that she put those really big ones in there. And then all these amazing just neutral matte tones. One has a little bit of a sheen in it. And then I have to mention them again. I just have to because they rocked my world the most this year. But the ColourPop Cosmetics Super Shock Shadows are just love, just life, life, life. This one here, this is Kindness. This was from my friend Danny's collection, but oh my gosh, so stunning, right? Like, I just can't. I love these shadows. And then this one I have here is called Thirsty Girl. And honestly, every single shade is my favorite. I couldn't even, like, I was looking and I was like, I don't even know which ones to pick out. Let me just grab two. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And again, only $5, can't go wrong. So next I want to do brow products. There were three that stood out to me this year that I used the most, definitely. The first one would just be the classic Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Pencil, or Brow Wiz, I'm sorry. This is in the shade Medium Brown, and it is what I used today. There's like a glitter in my brow, sorry. It's a go-to, it's standard, it's amazing. It's really easy to blend out. I love how thin the pencil is. I love the spoolie. Like, I love every bit of the Anastasia Brow Wiz. I think it's just perfect. Today I did the Brow Wiz, and then I followed up on the tails with the Anastasia Dip Brow, just because it's been forever since I used this. I wanted to give it another go. Mine is like straight up dried. So you guys, let me know your little tip again for how you re-liven these. What do I put it in the microwave or something? You guys let me know, because you always say it and then I forget. But a more affordable version, and a version that I was using for like months, and then I went to Ulta and they didn't have it in stock, so I had to go back to the Anastasia one. I was obsessed with the NYX Cosmetics Micro Brow Pencil because I thought it was really great, just like the Anastasia. Very, very thin point, as you can see. Great spoolie. It was awesome, and they have tons of colors. My favorite shade is the, oh, this is the brunette, but my favorite one was the, I think it's the ash brown. For lashes, I have three lash products I want to talk to you guys about. Is the Lancome Sills Booster Lash Primer. This is my favorite lash primer in the entire world. It makes such a difference, you guys. You would not even believe it. You wouldn't believe it. It's my favorite lash primer ever, especially because there's a lot of vitamins and good things in there for your lashes. My favorite mascara this year, you guys will totally know, was the Maybelline Lash Sensational Mascara. I think I used this way longer than one should ever use a mascara. And I didn't care because it just was like killing it. Like, it was just, I could probably even still get tons out of this mascara, but I shouldn't. I should really be done with it by now. But I loved it. It really separated, it lengthened. And then we just have lips, you guys. So obviously, I don't even have to say it, ColourPop Cosmetics pretty much slayed the world with their liquid lipsticks this year. I loved them. This is in the shade Teeny Tiny, and it looks like it's similar to what I'm wearing right now. Yeah, it's pretty similar, just a little bit darker, but it's such a like 90s grunge lip, and I just love it. Love it, love it. It might be my favorite, and I'm gonna say Teeny Tiny is my favorite, but just know they're all my favorite, and I really can't pick one favorite. Aside from ColourPop Cosmetics, Anastasia clearly did a fabulous job on lips this year as well, but The Craft is amazing. Not to mention it's one of my favorite movies, but that formula, that color, just gorgeous. So I loved this. I wore this a ton. I really, really like this one. And then also LA Splash. This is in the shade Latte Confessions. Holy crap. This is so freaking gorgeous. Just a nice nude matte lip, but it's like a corally nude, I guess I would describe it right there. Yeah, it's like just definitely like a corally nude. I just love these, you guys. So I guess liquid lips were definitely my favorite of the year. But this last one is not a liquid lipstick. It's not even a lipstick. It's a lip gloss. Can you believe it? This is the IT Cosmetics Je ne sais quoi lip gloss. It is seriously life, you guys. This product gives me so much life. It's one of those lip glosses, first of all, it looks like it's like just a crazy baby pink, right? Well, no. It's one of those ones that are like your lips but better. So it goes on like really light pink, and then it like will adjust to your body temperature, I guess, but it's supposed to like find your perfect lip color. So it's just the most beautiful natural pink on the lips. It's stunning. Not to mention they just stay so hydrated and supple, and the pink actually stains your lips, so you have such a pretty flush to your lips all day. It's like my favorite. If I know I'm not going to be wanting to mess with lip color, I'm just going to want to put something on and not have to think about it. You still have to think about the liquid lips in the way, because you're like, oh my god, is it cracking on the sides? Is it like moving off? Did I eat something greasy? Is it like half off my face? You still have to worry. But something like this where it's a gloss, where the gloss will just kind of rub off later and then you're just left with that pink stain, kind of nice. They also have it in a lipstick version, but I just, for some reason, I really prefer the lip gloss version. I really like it. Also, this was really huge for me this year. This is Lorac Cosmetics Seductress lipstick. It was one of my absolute favorites. Why do I have like a blue sports bra on underneath this shirt? I'm like ruining my whole video. Oh my gosh, you guys. This is just like one of my favorites. I don't know why. Something so like retro and just like cool about it. It's just like an interesting like strawberry pink, I guess. Oh, like a strawberry red maybe. Love it. The NYX Cosmetics lip liners were definitely a favorite of mine. I used pretty much those all year round, whether it was the automatic or the sharpenable ones. They were awesome. And then lastly for lips, definitely the Too Faced Cosmetics Melteds. They were huge. I absolutely loved that little set they came out with, the little melted kisses, so you could have the little minis. And I'm so excited because I wanted Fig so bad, but I knew I would like never go through a full size of Fig. So when I saw that it was in the little kit, I was just like, cha-ching. This is amazing. I love the melted. They are a little movable and they can kind of get on your teeth, but if you're careful, they're pretty great. I'm trying to think if I left anything out, but I really can't think of anything else, so I'm sorry if I did. But definitely let me know what your favorites were this year. If you saw any products you'd like to see me using more in my videos, let me know. I'd love to do that for you guys. And if you like this makeup, I did already film it. It will be up this Thursday. It's your Throwback Thursday makeup tutorial, so yay! Again, thank you guys so much for watching, fam. I love you. You guys are the best. I hope you're having a good start to the new year. And that's it. I really have nothing else to say, you guys. So I love you, and I will see you again soon. Bye.